clearly have your act together. Let me go through my little checklist here. You haven't been to jail?
No.
No jail?
Not yet.
Rehab?
No.
No rehab. Amanda Bynes, what kind of a starlet are you?
I know. What's wrong with me? I don't know. It's shocking how it's become popular to go to rehab, right?
Hello everyone, and welcome to the most shocking video I've made to date. Today, I'm detailing just how Amanda Bynes went from Nickelodeon's sweetheart to the media's worst nightmare. I'm gonna get into the exact week-by-week timeline of Amanda's personality shift and the complete transformation of her appearance. I'll be diving deep into her Twitter rampage and of course her subsequent apologies. I'll get into her multiple legitimate attempts at a rap career, and finally, just how Amanda Bynes was tricked, trapped, stripped of her rights, and banished from Hollywood. Anyway, before I get too far into this video, hello everyone, my name is Jake. Welcome to Secret Society. As you can tell, today's video is pretty serious, so buckle up, get a tissue, get a snack. Thank you all so much for all the love on the first episode. All the support for Amanda in the comments warmed my heart. She's just so iconic, and I wanted to encapsulate that period in time because it's just such an iconic moment. So if you haven't caught on yet, this is part 2 of a 3-part series about Amanda Bynes. And trust me, you don't want to miss part 1 or part 3. I will link both of them below. Last episode, I went into depth about the rise of a young starlet named Amanda Bynes, and just how she took Hollywood by storm, becoming the first ever successful child comedian backed by a network as large as Nickelodeon. Amanda was a star. Everything she'd ever dreamed of had come true, but with having all of her fantasies become a reality so early in her life, she struggled with the reality that she had basically peaked in life at such an early point. After a show as massive as The Amanda Show, your breakout needs to be just as massive. And while Amanda achieved much mainstream success, she never quite had a commercialized breakthrough moment with her own persona. Amanda's adult move came in the form of What I Like About You, but after She's the Man, Easy A, and Hairspray, her career felt stagnant. Not just because of her tweet and delete of her retirement announcement, but because Amanda started hanging out with a different crowd, and her personality would completely change. In April 2012, Amanda was arrested for driving under the influence in West Hollywood after sideswiping a stopped police car. Over the next few months, she was involved in multiple hit-and-run incidents, one in April on the 101 freeway and another in August on Ventura Boulevard. These incidents did lead to charges and her driver's license being suspended, yet Amanda infamously kept driving. In September 2012, she was pulled over again, this time for driving with the suspended license.
In the last year, the 26-year-old has racked up 2 hit-and-run charges, a DUI, and her car was impounded after she was busted for driving with a suspended driver's license. Today, there are reports that she even locked herself in a dressing room for nearly 2 hours, and
this got the attention of fellow starlet and troublemaker at the time, Lindsay Lohan, who infamously tweeted, quote, "Why did I get put in jail and a Nickelodeon star has had no punishment?"
She's actually showing shades of a once troubled Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay herself even tweeted this: "Why did I get put in jail and a Nickelodeon star has had no punishment so far?" And I find it all particularly disturbing because of how different this behavior is from the Amanda Bynes I met 5 years ago.
I don't know. I guess I would say I'm very lucky. I have a great family, and I just have my eye on the prize, which for me is a long career, and I don't want to blow what I've worked so hard to to achieve.
I know that you must deal with a lot of the same pressures that somebody like Lindsay Lohan does, and you two are the same age. Britney Spears has a lot of pressure as well, and all these stars that we do see getting into trouble, you could see where that might be easy to do and why it happens.
Well, I agree to a certain point. For me, it's not that hard. To me, I get that, if you go to clubs and you hang out with those people, that maybe it would be easy, but I'm not interested in that. The club scene and drinking doesn't appeal to me, so it's actually easier for me not to do it. I have no problem. I've never even been offered drugs, and people, when I've told them, have been shocked.
What town do you live in? Yeah.
I know, because I don't go. Even if I'm there, I'm surrounded by people who aren't interested in that. Birds of a feather flock together, sure. And I definitely don't fly with that crowd.
Over the course of the year 2012, Amanda Bynes would rapidly change her appearance, rejecting the perfect girl next door image she portrayed in the years prior. This would come with a complete personality switch. Amanda's alter ego would begin to take form, and the downfall was fashionable to say the least. The public was first alerted to the new Amanda Bynes towards the end of 2012. A video surfaced of Amanda fighting with a photographer over taking a quote, ugly picture of her. This is where Amanda's public persona makes a complete 180. But please note, she's not completely transformed into the Amanda we know today, or even the one we knew in 2013. She's sort of half in that 2010 Easy A persona that's completely coherent, but crossing over to the 2013 Amanda, which we'll get to, but Amanda was in a very different reality then than she is in this moment. Like, she's still answering questions.
Man, I wish you the best, Mom. Hey, for real.
Okay, wait.
No, I really wish you the best. All right, can I just get one clean frame?
You have to delete that one in my face. I need to look beautiful. And it's a bad shot. All right, please.
You look gorgeous. Hold on, hold on. Right here, right here. No, come towards me. No, come towards me.
Stop.
No, just walk towards me.
Stop.
Can I just get a shot of you walking towards me?
I'm asking you now.
Amanda, stop pinching me. That's not necessary. I did not even touch you. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Ow! Ow! Yo, what the hell? Let go of the camera. Excuse me. Let go of my camera. Please let go of my camera. All right, can you let go of my camera? Amanda, stop. What the hell's wrong with you? Stop that. You dug your nails into my neck, lady.
I didn't touch you.
This is one of the only documented instances of Amanda being half in and half out. From 2012 onward, a string of paparazzi appearances would make Amanda infamous across tabloids, completely ruining her perfect persona and transforming her downfall into the image of an iconic LA socialite completely losing her shit. Amanda would begin doing her own makeup, opting for starkly dark brows and intense contour. She ditched her iconic brown hair for platinum blonde wigs. She even reportedly shaved her head like Cassie, allegedly due to the damage from bleaching her own hair so many times. Amanda also opted for dermal piercings, giving her cheekbones a brand new sparkle. This new image for Amanda was a stark departure from her original polished Hollywood persona, and her personality was completely different as well, because she wasn't selling her personality anymore. Amanda got to be off duty for the first time ever, and the behavior she began displaying was bizarre to say the least.
Who's crazy? I'm a hazard, that I'm my biggest hazard, because I like to let my hair down. Why does it even matter? They say that it's insane to do everything the same and expect to see a change. So maybe you can explain. Who's crazy? Who wastes their time making up all these lies? Who's crazy? Does that make you crazy? Tell me who's crazy?
So who's crazy? Not Amanda Bynes. Only her 2013 fashion statements. Amanda was in her version of Miley's Bangers era, one that would be grossly misunderstood to this very day. The media would viciously attack her new iconic exterior to no avail. Amanda had transformed into the pinnacle of 2013. Amanda wasn't crazy. She was fed up with the entertainment industry in general. All those years of media training for the Nickelodeon network had suppressed so much of who she really was. But now she was finally developing who she was as an artist, and photographers would endlessly follow her. It really made people start to wonder how much of Amanda was just a facade the entire time. Around this time, Amanda Bynes assured the press she was, quote, doing amazing, announcing plans to start a fashion line and a fresh start in New York City, pointedly noting that in New York City, quote, she'll no longer have to drive. Despite her optimism, within weeks, her agent, publicist, and lawyer all dropped her as a client, after being unable to reach her for an entire month. In November 2012, the bizarre rumors would start. In Touch claimed she wandered completely naked into a tanning salon. Amanda vehemently denied this, calling the story, quote, fake, and telling the press, I'm 26, a multi-millionaire, and retired. The next year, 2013, would be a pivotal year for Amanda. It's when Amanda would burn every professional bridge she had through Twitter. She started the year off infamously tweeting at Drake to, quote, murder her. Spring 2013 saw Amanda entangled in one celebrity Twitter feud after another. She took to obsessively calling people ugly, a jab that would become her trademark insult. In late May, for example, she randomly lashed out at pop star Rihanna, tweeting, quote, Chris Brown, you because you're not pretty enough. And even saying she almost named her new dog Rihanna. Now, I don't know if you remember, but Rihanna infamously fired back saying, quote, see what happens when they cancel intervention. Amanda eventually deleted her tweet spree at Rihanna, but she clarified saying, quote, Rihanna and I met, and I'm sure we'll be in a music video together one day. But this is where things get really bizarre. While Amanda was on this rampage, she began spouting off about her parents, quote, stealing money from her, saying, quote, I would rather them be homeless than live off of my money. She publicly cut off contact with them and hinted at pursuing legal action against her family. Now remember this, because it all comes back later and is super important to Amanda's story overall. Celebrities who expressed concern were met with venom from Amanda. When actress Jenny McCarthy tweeted about rumors of police at Amanda's house, Amanda blasted her as a, quote, ugly old lady who looked 80, but then oddly backtracked and apologized, deleting all the insults. Now, one very interesting feud was Courtney Love. Now, she's no stranger to public meltdowns, but she tweeted advice for Amanda to, quote, pull it together, dude. And Amanda's reply was, quote, Courtney Love is the ugliest woman I've ever seen. To be mentioned by her at all makes me and all my friends laugh. Now, Courtney didn't immediately respond to this tweet, instead acting in silence with her friend Sam Lutfi in the background. And we'll get to that a little bit later. I don't know if it was because of this feud, but just keep all of this in mind. Now, model Chrissy Teigen also got the brunt of Amanda's wrath. After gently suggesting fans not enable Amanda's behavior, Amanda unleashed a vicious rant, calling Chrissy, quote, an ugly model. I'm far prettier than you. You look 45, even though both of them were 27. Amanda finished the tweet off, bragging, quote, I'm a beauty queen. Amanda randomly insulted rapper Jay-Z and actor Zac Efron on Twitter, and even bizarrely tweeted, quote, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are ugly. Perhaps most shocking was a tweet comparing her own father to drag icon RuPaul, saying, quote, my dad is as ugly as RuPaul, so thankful I look nothing like you both. RuPaul would clap back with an elegant rebuke about how derogatory slurs are always an outward projection of one's own poisonous self-loathing. While Amanda was coming at stars, other stars started coming at Amanda, knowing that if they said anything, they would get their name in the news. And if you followed anything with Britney Spears' story, some of these names will be familiar. Lance Bass voiced his concern, and Amanda clapped back at him, stating, quote, sorry you're an ugly ex-boy bander with no talent or career. You're making me crazy. Amanda gathered Perez Hilton as he was ruthlessly reporting on her. She referred to him as, quote, the scum of the earth and an ugly gay bully. Amanda even got into it with Miley during her Bangers era, calling Miley ugly, and Miley was asked about it constantly.
Amanda Bynes slams Miley Cyrus. Will it ever stop? The hate tweet started late last night with Bynes tweeting to Miley the words, you're ugly. She must have got some hate after that because she quickly defended her words, typing out, quote, this is my Twitter, I say whatever I want, thanks. Then, you guys, she called Miley ugly yet again. And this time she also attached a photo of Miley from the Billboard Music Awards a couple weeks back. Of course, Amanda's jealousy over Miley doesn't come out of nowhere. A couple weeks ago, she told us just how into Liam Hemsworth she is, which is a little weird considering she hooked up with Miley's now fiance back in 2009.
I think it's also sad that I don't want to add any fuel to that fire because it's really so sad to me. And, you know, I was rooting for a comeback until you started attacking me. And, you know, I just thought it was hilarious that she mentioned my name the moment I was the worldwide trending topic on Twitter.
Miley Cyrus, thank you for rooting for me, doll. You are one of the prettiest girls. I want my nose to look like yours after my surgeries.
Jason Biggs asked Amanda if she was having a stroke, and Amanda said, quote, you're so ugly, I won't talk to you. Good luck getting laid. Matt Prokop, Sarah Hyland's ex-boyfriend, tweeted at Amanda, quote, look in a mirror. Stop getting work done. Save what's left. Amanda replied saying, your girlfriend has an ugly face like you. Matt replied like a dumb fan, saying, quote, wow, the devil speaks. We were fans of yours, and my girl is more successful than you ever will be. Enjoy the long road downhill, disgusting crap. It's sad. Amanda Bynes was a child actress who kids looked up to. Now she's just a lost soul in a plastic face. Hashtag get help. Amanda Bynes replied, clarifying that she in fact liked Sarah Hyland's quote, ugly face, saying, she isn't as pretty as me. You need to put up 2 comparable professional photos. She's not a model, I am. And in the best tweet exchange of all, Nikki Blonsky reached out to Amanda Bynes saying, hey girl, I texted you, hit me back, live you boo boo, XOXO. Amanda very bluntly clapped back saying, when you write me on Twitter and I ignore you, it's because I plan on ignoring you on Twitter and in life forever. Dr. Drew chimed into the Twitter feud too, stating, quote, leave Amanda Bynes alone. She'll get help if she wants it. And Amanda clapped back saying, what are you talking about? You're ugly and I want you to leave me alone. Each of these back and forths were a public spectacle, and magazines began regularly reporting on Amanda's misgivings. All the while, Amanda insisted nothing was wrong with her. She gave an interview in May 2013 declaring, quote, I'm not crazy, and denying drug or alcohol use at all, despite a DUI still pending. She even claimed she was, quote, allergic to alcohol and doesn't smoke. Instead, she was focused on getting in shape, designing clothes, and quote, working on an album. Now, the last part was actually true. Around that time, Amanda was seriously trying to pivot to a music career. She announced plans to become a rapper, and she said she had professional help behind the scenes to help carry out her rap career. In June 2013, Atlanta rapper Waka Flocka Flame confirmed he was working with Amanda on a hip-hop album titled Shots, and said he texted with her daily about her keeping her head up and how cool and ready for the rap world she really was.
To me, Amanda Bynes is like a confused kid that became an adult. Having conversations, it like kind of reminded me of me, like you're doing so good and people just lash out on you. They forget all the right shit you're doing. Like instead of like helping and trying to show her a better way, they just killing her, like down her, like pouring the bad, pouring the negativity. I just feel like a couple of words could uplift the whole person's approach on life.
However, the album together never materialized, as Amanda's personal troubles soon derailed any professional plans she had at all. In May, Amanda's neighbors in her high-rise in New York City had officially had enough of Amanda's behavior. They called the police as Amanda was reportedly misbehaving in the complex. When police arrived, Amanda reportedly panicked and threw a glass bottle out the window. Amanda would be taken into custody, where the next day she would appear in New York City court in an iconic blue wig, shielded from the world in her Celine sunglasses. Behind the scenes, Amanda's family was trying to intervene. On July 22nd, 2013, a truly frightening incident occurred that finally forced some serious action.
A bizarre incident that has led to more trouble for the actress Amanda Bynes. Police say she was hospitalized for a mental health evaluation on Monday. This happened after she was detained after she lit a small fire in front of a home in a Los Angeles suburb. One witness saw a gas can on fire near her.
Sam, what's on fire?
It's like a small piece of cloth and it's a gasoline tank, which is why I'm calling 911.
Okay, and where is it? Is it in the roadway?
No, it's in a driveway.
This story's bizarre, and it's actually very sad. She's held on what's called a 5150 hold. This is when authorities place an individual in custody after determining they could be a danger to themselves or other people as a result of a mental disorder. Now, this is the same thing that happened to Britney Spears 5 years ago, if you remember that.
Following a court hearing, doctors extended her psychiatric hold for a 30-day period, deeming her, quote, gravely disabled by mental illness. This is when Amanda's parents successfully obtained a temporary conservatorship over Amanda's finances in person. This meant they could control all of her money, medical needs, and sign contracts on behalf of Amanda. This was a turning point for Amanda Bynes. For years at this point, she'd been going off the deep end and changing everything about herself, but that freedom was gone. Now remember, the whole point of a conservatorship is for people who can't take care of themselves, and it's the courts trusting someone else to take care of them, aka be their conservator. But under her family's care, Amanda Bynes didn't seem much better off at all. She would continually post on social media calling fellow celebrities and her own family out. This is why Amanda would seemingly try to get her full freedom back, linking up with a very familiar character in Hollywood named Sam Lutfi. Now, if you've seen my 7-part series on Britney Spears, you already know where this is going, as Sam was Britney's manager when she was put under her conservatorship. But this situation is even more sinister. See, 2014 only brought more scrutiny for Amanda. She was publicly stating that her father had SA'd her and implanted a microchip in her, saying she was being controlled and her brain wasn't her own. She She stated she had cosmetic surgery to remove the webbing on her eyes. All of these statements didn't fare well for Amanda in the media and the public eye. The world was looking at her as if she was crazy. This wasn't the end of Amanda's antics, from falling asleep on a couch in the middle of the Beverly Center to begging a ticket agent at the airport to reroute her planes so she could fly across the country as quick as possible, to even ferociously dancing in a New York clothing store before attempting to rob it. She was a headline machine dripping in designer. But despite her iconic exterior, it was clear Amanda was alone and struggling, and she had no one to turn to. So she called up Sam Lutfi in hopes that he could help her break away from her parents and finally speak up to them. She wanted control of her own life back. And with Sam having a pending restraining order against him by Britney Spears' mother, he looked like a worthy adversary for her parents. Now keep in mind, her conservatorship at this point was temporary and set to expire. Amanda definitely saw an opening to get her own life back, but what she didn't know was that wouldn't come in the form of Sam Lutfi, as he completely double-crossed her. According to TMZ, Sam Lutfi contacted Amanda Bynes in October of 2014. He convinced her to sue her parents, got her to fly to LA so he could hook her up with a lawyer. So keep in mind, Amanda genuinely believes at this point that she's going to be getting some justice, and she is someone in the entertainment industry who's fighting for her best interests. After feeling so alone, Sam Lutfi felt like a knight in shining armor. But according to TMZ, here's what Amanda didn't know. Sam Lutfi was secretly working with Amanda's parents, and it was all an elaborate ruse to lure her out so doctors could place her on an involuntary psychiatric hold. We now have more clarification as to how Sam pulled it off. He told Amanda her car would be making 2 stops. First to the lawyer's office in Pasadena, and then to the London Hotel in West Hollywood, where Amanda would confront her parents and tell them about the lawsuit. However, Amanda never got to the London because the driver went straight to a Pasadena hospital, which looked like it could be an office building. Amanda thought she was going to see the lawyer who was going to bring her to freedom, but when she walked inside that building, she was surrounded by hospital staff. Amanda was immediately placed on a 72-hour psych hold, which can be extended for 14 days. TMZ was told during that time that Amanda's parents will attempt to get another conservatorship. Sam, who has always said he was actually protecting Britney, is a hero in the eyes of Amanda's parents. TMZ was told they were going to publicly thank him, but that thank you from Amanda's parents would never materialize. Sources familiar with the situation told TMZ Amanda felt utterly betrayed and said her relationship with her parents is, quote, destroyed forever. Although she's had a poor relationship with her dad, she had warm feelings for her mom until Friday. We're told Amanda is in the women's lockdown section of the facility, where she is showing fits of anger. Doctors are medicating her, but it takes time for the meds to kick in. Here's the long-term problem. As TMZ first reported, Amanda's parents will seek and almost certainly get another conservatorship before she leaves the facility in 2 weeks. Doctors got the 72-hour hold extended by 14 days, but everyone involved concedes it will be extremely difficult to manage Amanda given her hatred for her parents. Around this time, a slew of negative press centered around Sam Lutfi began popping up everywhere, mostly because of the similarities between the Amanda Bynes situation and the Britney Spears situation. A huge Hollywood starlet finding herself alone in a dark moment surrounded by substances, Courtney Love, and somehow Sam Lutfi is always there to watch it happen. That's why I got really frightened for Miley Cyrus during Dead Pets, because she started posting a bunch, endorsing a bunch of substances, and it was immediately surrounded by Sam Lutfi. The media began taking note of this, referring to Sam as Hollywood's greatest, quote, Svengali. But Sam Lutfi wasn't having it. He would take to XO Jane and join their series It Happened to Me, where he penned an open letter to the public with exclusive pictures of him with various stars like Courtney Love and Britney Spears. The article graced with a selfie of Sam and Courtney together and a title that read, I'm trying to help Amanda Bynes. Sam wrote, if you read anything in the media right now, I'm described one of 2 ways, quote, shady or Svengali. He continued on saying, quote, putting aside the anti-Semitic problems of those 2 words, there is also one other huge issue with them. They are absolutely dead wrong. I've worked in Hollywood for a long time, and over the years, these experiences have led me to see what happens when too much fame and too much money can sometimes get the best of celebrities. I am a problem solver, and I care about helping people get out of what may seem like some of their more difficult places in life, which is why you've seen me associated with some of the more famous celebrities when they are in their most trying hours. Britney Spears, Courtney Love, and now Amanda Bynes. Also intertwined with all of these women is a lot of media scrutiny and much wrangling over money, control, and influence. So it makes sense that my name has been dragged through the mud more times than I can count. People fight dirty in Hollywood. They do what they want to do to come out on top and to claim the seat next to the most powerful. This has never been my MO. I am a person who loves a good comeback story. I consider myself somewhat of a comeback, and I am also not afraid to get dirty in the process. If I need to be slandered in order to help other people get better or to help their reputations get better, I have absolutely no problem with that. It's never been about me. It's about them. Courtney Love asked me to write this in order to help stop some of the misinformation campaigns that have been non-stop over the last few weeks, as Bynes has been more in the spotlight than ever. All I can tell you is that Amanda is getting the help that she needs, and that I am working closely with her and her family in order to ensure that we can move on from the tabloid sensationalism of her breakdown and instead concentrate on what a rare, talented young woman she has always been and continues to be. Call me whatever name you need to, but please leave these women alone. End quote. Now, Sam attached some screenshots between him and Courtney Love, illustrating how close the two had gotten and her giving her blessing. One of Courtney's Facebook posts to Sam saying, quote, "Good job with Bynes, Sammy. That one needed your help. Quite heroic, actually, how you're always helping strays. No, you cannot have my cat. I need a mulberry purse, a Rico slip dress, and a t-shirt and a Miu Miu wallet. And if they have that dress, I want it. Just a heads up, Tins is awesome, and all is well on the Eastern Front." And Sam said, "Thanks, Senorita. Been a long week." Now, I don't understand if he's buying these items for her or if it's some sort of money exchange. I don't know. But she continued on saying, "Thanks for all you do, dude. I think you should answer that thing, and I will always have your back. In almost 7 years, you've done nothing but get me to where I am now. And you did it against all odds and on your own. They can quote me on." Sam even included a private text screenshot of Courtney saying, quote, "Sam has been an enormous help to Bynes. He was wrongfully depicted by Lynn Spears. That is under appeal presently as she lied. He has been helping me for almost 7 years and has never once done anything out of line or weird or wrong. He's only helped to get me to where I am now. Healthy, happy, sober, and acting again. Quote me on that." Now, Courtney and Sam have been public enemies for years, but their on-again, off-again best friendship raises a lot of eyebrows on whether or not they're enemies or friends, especially considering Courtney got a restraining order against Sam a couple years after this. But as for the Amanda Bynes story, the two would team up and it would prove to be an effective strategy to get some of the media off of Sam's back. As for Amanda's legal proceedings, her court appearances from 2012 through 14 were eventful to say the least. A constant barrage of DUI hearings and breaking her parole would cause Amanda to consistently be in headlines over her now growing legal saga. This allowed the judge to constantly extend her conservatorship year after year, pointing to the legal headlines saying, "Look, she's not getting better." But isn't a conservatorship supposed to help someone? According to the news and the courts, why is she still doing so poorly? Anyway, during this entire meltdown, Amanda was attempting to attend fashion school, reportedly dropping out after trying to bribe other students to do her homework. But this didn't stop her from re-enrolling in 2015 at FITM and starting the process of getting her life back on track. Amanda was reportedly doing all right under her new conservatorship, and she was appearing well put together at her new classes. A year after the Sam Lutfi heist with Amanda's parents, Amanda would make a rare public statement through her lawyer, saying she's sober now and enjoying her college courses. The next year in 2016 was the year Amanda Bynes slipped back into normalcy. She was in fashion school, sober, and staying out of major trouble. She even appeared at a fashion event for her school in a rare public outing. For fans, it actually marked the first solid sign that Amanda was truly recovering, especially since her tweets and appearances were calm and positive compared to the chaos of a few years earlier. 2017 would follow suit as well. She was now 3 years deep into her permanent conservatorship and appearing healthier and more in control. Amanda would break her silence in the entertainment industry this year and simultaneously announce a comeback to acting. It all started when Amanda gave her first interview in 4 years on the YouTube talk show The Lowdown with Diana Madison. She explains that she wanted to combine her love of the arts with her creativity as a public figure.
Welcome to the show, the brand new Amanda Bynes. Hello.
Hello, how are you, Diana?
I'm so excited to see you. First of all,
So
you
excited
look
to see you.
gorgeous.
Thank you, so do you. Absolutely
Thank you.
stunning.
And I think your fans want to know, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Really great.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, so do you. I've been going to school lately, fashion school, FITM, and I love it. I've learned how to sew, I make patterns, and I want to start a clothing line in the future. So FITM has been helping me with that. Other than that, I hike, I go spinning, take spinning classes, and I feed the homeless, and that's been really interesting and fun.
You miss acting?
I do miss acting, and I actually have something surprising to tell you. I'm going to start acting again.
Yes! Yes!
I want to do TV, maybe a few guest spots on some shows that I'm a fan of, and maybe another TV show where I'm the star of it in the future.
Can I give you a
That's
hug?
what I hope.
So
Of
happy
course.
to hear that. When you told Drake to murder your vagina.
I actually wasn't being insincere. I was like saying, murder my vagina.
You were serious.
I was serious, but I was also on drugs. So that was my way of saying, like, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
But I was like on drugs and trying to be hilarious.
Can I be honest with you? He's really cute.
He's hot.
He's hot.
Yeah.
So I mean, for you to say that, I mean, I can't blame you.
Thank you. What does that even mean? It just means like, me, Drake.
Okay, did Black China really steal your look?
I stole her look.
You stole her look. So you're saying it out there. You stole her look.
Oh yeah, I was getting the microdermals in my cheeks because she had them.
Yeah.
I thought they looked super hot on her.
Yeah.
I never said that she stole my look.
Okay, so no, I was asking if she stole your look.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm good friends with Black China. I'm gonna make sure she
is aware of that.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of hers.
Oh, that's so great to hear. Yeah, she's really cute.
She's
got
adorable.
Great style.
Yes.
She's got great style.
She's a cutie pie.
So I'm glad we clarified that right now.
Me too.
Like the new Miley, she's like kind of like toned down.
Yes, I love the new Miley.
This was all new to Amanda, and she was about to take Hollywood head on. Amanda obviously isn't acting right now in the 2020s, and she isn't a singer or in the public eye much at all. Well, over the course of the next 8 years, Amanda Bynes would go through one of the most shocking transitions of any child star ever. From her face tattoos, rap career, sober living boyfriend, to even doing a podcast with a mad scientist, all while under a debilitating conservatorship that she was attempting to break out of every day. Amanda Bynes was far from finished, but that will all be explored in the final episode of Secret Society Presents Amanda Bynes.
Diamonds on my neck, on my wrist.
Yes, this is going to be a 3-episode series. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be sure to link the other 2 episodes below and up top. Be sure to click that bell icon and the subscribe button to be notified when the next episode goes live. Anyway, thank you all so much for all the love on this series. I genuinely can't wait to finish it out with you in the next episode, and I will see y'all later. Bye.
Fairfax flea market shopping, flexing with Fendi. Popping bands, Balenciaga, bitch, I got plenty.